Hey loves, and welcome to my channel. This is like part 3 of me doing my voiceover outside. It is pretty busy, so there's gonna be a few cars, hopefully like no loud noises or surprises in the background. But it's a lot more peaceful, I feel, when I'm doing these because people are walking by and I feel like my voice is a little bit softer. And I like that because sometimes in my videos my voice is like super loud. But anyway, yeah, so in today's video I'm going to be doing this full like start to finish set. It's a super cute reflective glitter nail set that I came up with like randomly. I wanted to use some new products that I received, and this set came out so cute. The nail tips that I'm using are the Crafts by 9 extra long square nose or C-curve tips, which are available on my website craftsby9.com, and of course you can always use discount code YouTube. The actual acrylic that I'm using right now is from Too Cute Nail Supply, and it is their everyday nude acrylic. This is one of my favorites from their website and from their collection, their cover collection. I have another video here on my Instagram or my YouTube channel, showing you the entire cover collection, and this one is my all-time favorite from that collection. I have gone through an entire container, and it's like they read my mind because they sent over another package about a week ago, and it had an everyday nude in it, and I was so happy because I was about to purchase another one, and I was so happy. It's the perfect nude, matches with so like different skin tones. I really love a diverse color that matches with anybody, and that's kind of what I look for when I purchase or when I pick a favorite cover acrylic. I also love one that blends seamlessly when you're doing an ombre. There's a lot of components to look for when you're looking at a nude acrylic, because you want it to be really versatile, and you know, especially if you're a beginner nail tech, you don't want to have like 100 different nude acrylics. You want to have like a few that you use on the daily. I see some people that only use one and like all of their clients love it, and it's because they're able to use it on absolutely anybody. And this is one of those nudes that I'm talking about. Like if you need a nude and you don't know which one, this is the one. Like this is your sign, you guys, to go on Too Cute's nail website, use discount code BeautyxMaira and purchase everyday nude. They also have this really cool like sale going on where if you purchase 2 you get the third one free or something like that. So definitely take advantage of that sale because it's really good, honestly, you guys. And so that is what I'm applying on all of the nails because I really wanted this to be like the star of the show before I apply the reflective gel glitters. And it's so beautiful. I, as always, like to keep in the entire acrylic application because it's my favorite part of doing nails, and so that's why I always keep it in real time, and I try not to edit too much out, just like unnecessary little, like a few seconds of each part. But other than that, I love to keep everything in for you guys to see, like how long it takes me or how much bead I'm picking up or how wet it is and things like that. The monomer and the acrylic brush that I am using are from 𝘊𝘪𝘆𝘬𝘊, and you can use my discount code MAIRA10 with 𝘊𝘪𝘆𝘬's website. And I'm just in love with how this application came out. If you guys don't know, for like video purposes, whether it's my pop-off method or for actual full sets, I like to not file or kind of skip that step altogether just for video purposes. But of course, if I were to be doing it on an actual client or somebody that I would be actually doing their nails on, I would of course take my time, you know, file and use the e-file and use the buffer block and do everything that needs to be done with, you know, for a normal full set. I have received a lot of DMs asking me if I do any like nail classes, and at this point, you guys, even though I am, you know, I do have a license and stuff, I don't have like a teaching license. I don't feel right with teaching you guys something that I feel like I haven't perfected myself, right? So I wouldn't feel good teaching you guys something, like I said, that I haven't perfected. Maybe in the future, once I feel like I've perfected either acrylic application or something, then of course I would be more than happy to teach like individual people that are interested in taking a course with me. But at this very moment right now, I don't want to have any courses. I don't want to have any classes because I feel, once again, like I'm not an expert in not only like acrylic application, but to teach other people. Like I can teach, I can like a few things, but to have like an ongoing like 5 to 6 hour course, I have never sat down and like planned something like that out, even though I've been getting DMs like these since I started doing nails. And even before then I was like, no way, like I just started, or I feel like I just started. And now a few years later, I still feel like I'm not ready to do that yet. Although I am super grateful and thankful that a lot of you are interested in doing that. One-on-one classes I will not be doing soon. I might do like a group class with like a company or like something like that. But me myself just doing it at this moment, I haven't sat down and thought about it. So my answer would be no. Although it would be really cool, like, to be good at something and then teaching you guys, because teaching has always been something super fun for me. That is why I started my YouTube channel, because I do feel like even though some of you may already know most of the things that I show on here, that I do teach some things, that you might learn new things. That is why I like to show different companies that I use, or different products that I'm like using. Even if I have a discount code or not, I still like to show them to you, because I like to teach you guys that there are easier ways out there. When I first started nails, I never asked a question to anybody, because I would see people posting on their Instagram like, oh, like I just asked so and so a question about where they bought something, and they're like gatekeeping. And I have never felt the need to be like that. And I've never felt the need to ask anybody else, because most of the things I looked for them myself. I didn't want to be like pushed away by someone because I asked a question of where they got a nail brush or something, you know what I mean? So that is why I started my YouTube channel, and I started doing hauls. I started doing like, watch me works, acrylic application videos with or without a discount code. I know some of you may think like, oh, well, you have a discount code, of course you're going to show it. But one, I would only show you guys companies that I really stand behind, and two, I show products that I don't have discount codes for, but I love them and I want to show them to you guys. That is another thing too. Some people tell me like, oh, well, you're just showing it to us because you have a discount code. I have rejected countless amount of companies from collaborating, or from me having a discount code, from me even accepting their products, because I felt like they weren't good enough for me or for people that follow me. I didn't want to show them to people, and so I didn't. I'll either try out the products and tell them no thank you, or right off the bat I have already used their products and I didn't like them too much, and so I say no thank you. I have done this so many times that I can't even remember how many times, but those are things that I don't like say all the time, but don't feel that just because I'm showing a discount code, it's just because it's a discount code. It's a lot more to me. Like, these are companies that have like supported me, have like, shown me love, and that I genuinely love to work with, and like products that I genuinely love to work with. Now, with that being said, there are some products that I may not love that they have. It doesn't mean that I 1000% love every single product, but it means that I stand behind their company, I stand behind their brand, and everything that I show to you guys is stuff that I love and I would use on a regular basis, with or without a YouTube channel, with or without Instagram, So that is the kind of vibe that I want to give off of, like, when I'm doing these videos. I don't want to feel like I'm pushing you either. You don't have to purchase these items. You don't have to have all of these things as a beginner. But there are options out there, and there are brands out there that aren't shown a lot, or new products that are coming out that I would love to show to you guys, for you guys to see that, there's a lot of stuff out there. I never imagined being like in the beginning of my nail career that there was this much stuff out there. When I first started, I started getting things off of Amazon, off of like eBay, just like random places, and it's so much stuff that is honestly trash, you know, because it's stuff that wasn't up to any good standard. And I started off using them, and I would be like, oh my god, I suck at doing nails. And then I would try like a certain brand, and I would be like so much better, and I'd be like, oh my god, like the product matters, the company matters, what you're using matters, the ingredients matters. So that's why as a beginner nail tech, always make sure that you're using like the right stuff. Even though they might be a little bit more pricier, but they're higher quality, and it's what you want to give out, high quality stuff, to make your clients happy, to, you know, not expose them to any chemicals that are bad for different reasonings. You know, I'm not saying all of them are bad. I'm not, because there are a lot of good stuff on Amazon and a lot of good stuff on eBay. But I'm saying, like, just be very careful and very mindful that there are good stuff out there and bad stuff out there. And sometimes the cheapest is not always the best. And with that rant being said, I'm now going in with my Too Cute nail file, my hand file. And I'm going to be filing the sides, which is what I always do right before I go in with my e-file. And I do this, like I said, if I were to be doing a normal set on someone or on myself. This isn't a pop-off set, so I'm actually going to go in with the hand file. The e-file I'm using is my Kiara Sky Unicorn Pink one, which was limited edition a few months back. I'm not sure if they still have it in stock on their website, but the mandrel bit is from Kiara Sky as well. The pink sanding bands are available on my Amazon storefront, which is linked down below in the description box. And that pink thing that you see in between the mandrel bit or the sanding band and the e-file is our craftsby9.com. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh my god, this has been happening so much, especially right now that I've done like 5 different videos back to back. They are called the drill guard, and basically what it does is any dust doesn't go into your nail drill, which can happen, and then it can actually break your e-file, so you have to be very careful with that. Then I go in with the Kiara Sky nail duster, and then I'm going in with the Crafts by 9 pink lint-free wipes and the Young Nail Swipe, which is what I do right before acrylic application. It dries super fast, and then you're ready. Gel application, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to go in with the reflective diamond gels from Legacy Nails. This is one of their newest collections, and using the Crafts by 9 liner brush number 3, and I'm going to draw out the French tip nails, and I'm using one of the reflective gels and the 3D round brush from Crafts by 9 as well. This is the best brush to clean any mess you're making as far as like a French tip or any kind of drawing or nail art that you're doing. If you mess up, if you have like a small little corner that you have to get into to clean up, this round brush is the absolute best. So using the Crafts by 9 nail art palette, I apply like 2 to 3 drops of the gel, and then I'm going to go in and make where I want the actual French tip to be. And then I'm going to go back in with the actual applicator from the gel polish and go all over the nail to fill it in. You can honestly do this with your liner brush as well, but it does take a long time. And sometimes, depending on the gel and depending on like how transparent it is, you can see the streaks sometimes. So you just have to be very mindful of that. That's why I prefer going in with like the actual applicator of the bottle. And then in the corners, I go in with the liner brush because there is some like really tight corners by the cuticle area that I don't want to mess up on, because that French tip looks perfect. And then I'm just going to be doing that and filling that in. I'm going to be doing the same thing for all the nails, and I am going to be adding some extra nail art that I decided to add at the end. I felt like it needed a little bit of like something, and so that's why I decided to do what I'm gonna do after I'm done with this step. Now, I don't believe that for this video I put it into the lamp, but you should, okay? If you need to hear from someone, hear from me, because if I don't put it into the lamp and cure each nail like flash cure each nail for 15 seconds after applying gel, I'll tap it on something, or my like finger or my glove will be like it will have gel all over. So that is why I recommend you flash curing. It's only for 10 to 15 seconds, and it's dry enough where if you touch it, it won't completely come off. But do not forget to put it back into the lamp once you're all done with all 4 nails after flash curing, and you put it into the lamp for 60 seconds. Now make sure you do that because you need it to be completely cured. You don't want it to like peel off. It's better to over cure than under cure, to be honest. But obviously don't over cure it too, because that can like make it peel off super easily. So I would say a minute to a minute 30 is the most to cure each nail or each hand, and that's it. That's all you need, especially with gels like, you know, like the ones that I use, they dry super fast. So 60 seconds is enough for me. But if you like to be sure and it's going to be in your conscience, then yeah, make sure to do that. So I think I kept in the entire French tip like process. I thought I had only done like 1 nail, but I guess I wanted you guys to see exactly how long I take and the steps that I take to make it as like perfect as I can. And here is the next step. I decided to use the silver. So the first one was the black one, and then I'm using the silver to just draw out these like cute little stars. They're super easy. It's just a cross. You can obviously make them more like, you know, draw like the 5 or the, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines across. But because I wanted them to be a little bit thicker so the reflective gel can actually show, I wanted them to make it thicker, and I didn't want to overlap any more lines because then it would be like a giant blob, and I don't want that to look like a blob. So I just did the 2 lines, and I did 2 of those on each finger. I placed them in different spots. I didn't want them to be like exactly the same, and they came out super cute, you guys. Like, wait until the end where I show you with the flash, because these reflective gels are like super popular right now. I have like used a lot of them and they're beautiful. So wait until the end for me to show you what it looks like when the flash hits them. I turn off the lights and hit it with the flash to really show you guys what it looks like, but you guys can hit it with the flash even in the light. But you know, my camera doesn't really show 100% what I wanted to show sometimes, so to make sure, I turn off the lights and do that. So then yeah, after I cure this for 60 seconds, I'm completely done with the design that I had in mind, or the design that I thought of. If you guys ever want to see any specific like colors being used, brands being used, any specific design, feel free to comment down below, or feel free to DM me on BeautyxMaira, and I will be more than happy to do so. I'm continuing my Disney series, so a lot of those videos will be coming up in the like future. And now we are applying the Crafts by 9 No Wipe Gel Top Coat. Sometimes I can't even believe, you guys, that this is our brand. You know, it's so crazy. This top coat is amazing. It's the absolute best. I've been using it for months now, and I love it so much. And you guys do too. You guys are really amazing in ordering them, and thank you guys so much, as well as our matte top coat and everything else that we have in stock. So thank you guys so much for all your support on craftsby9.com. The entire month of September we have 25% off site wide because of my birthday month. And yeah, so here is the finished result of the nails. They look so cute, and here it is with the flash. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!